What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a few days. I wanted to get out some videos sooner than this, but we've been pushing here at the house to get our new boiler up and at least ready to produce hot water. So we haven't hooked up the heat yet. Obviously, we don't need heat. It's like 97 degrees with 90% humidity here. So I'm not worried about heat, but hot water is kind of a must. So good news is we got the company coming tomorrow to set tanks. The thing is ready to go. Fingers crossed. This time tomorrow we'll have hot water. So we got through that. We got to that, and that's good. So now I finally had some time I could sit down and do a video to at least start. So, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is my good friend Billy Bear sent me some really, really cool kits. First off, thank you, Billy. I really appreciate it. I know we kidded back and forth on, we're both on Matt's Patreon, and Matthew has his Patreons. He does a live once every month or so. And we kidded back and forth on that about this, but I do really appreciate it, Billy. He sent me some cool stuff, and something that's a little bit different for me, but not really at the same time. So, he sent me some race cars, but they're big scale race cars. They're 1/16th scale. The Atlantis Green Elephant funny car. He sent me this, which is really cool. I've never built anything bigger than 1/24 scale. So this is going to be really fun. Also, I have no idea where I'm going to put these when they're built. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm stoked to have this. And then I'm really stoked to have this one. So this is an older kit, as you can tell by the box. But this is really cool. The MPC Petty NASCAR Charger. That's gonna be cool. Comes with a clear body. I can't do that. That's gonna be the problem, is I don't know if I can do that. But we're not gonna get started on this obviously right away. This will sit in the stash for a while. We'll put some thought into it. But I'm super happy to have these. Thank you, Billy. You're amazing. And like I said, I can't wait to get started on those. So, the next thing I want to talk about is Street Machine progress. Not much has happened. So I worked on it a little bit in between frustrations with the Porsche group build. So I got a little bit of stuff done on the Street Machine. One thing I got done was I started the interior and got the roll bar in. So there's the interior. There's the roll bar. So there's that. One thing that I had planned to do, but I didn't get to, and I never have done, so I really wanted to do, I really wanted to flock this, but I didn't get around to buying flocking. And I just went ahead and painted everything. I might still flock this. I'm not sure. I am not really sure. But as of right now, we got it painted up. We got the chassis. The chassis is together. That's the Dana 60 out of the Hemi Dart kit. To fit the tires that I wanted to put underneath this, which are these, by the way. These are the Iceman Collection's 10-inch wide Mickey Thompsons on the spider wheels. In order to fit those underneath the car, I had to narrow up the rear end. I had to move the springs. I had to do a lot of that, and I thought I would check on the Dana 60 that was in the Dart kit, and it was a perfect fit. Also, if you're going to run a fuel-injected 572, you're going to want to upgrade the rear axle in a Chevy Nova. No doubt, right? So, in my mind, that justified me putting the Dana 60 in it. Obviously, I moved the shocks inboard. I did all that. So that's what we got done on that. And I picked up a detail item for the interior. I thought this would be really cool. So, model car components, model car garage, speaker grills. So we're going to throw some speakers in the rear window, some 6x9s, and some 6-inch rounds in the doors. The really cool part about this is you probably can't pick it up on camera, but there's Chrysler, Ford, and Chevy emblems in the speaker grills, which is really cool. I thought that was neat. So that's going to be a cool little detail up item for the Street Machine that I'm looking forward to doing. Now, in the last video where I showed you the Porsche, I said we talk a little bit about the other group builds. And when I say the other group builds, holy cow, there's a lot of group builds going on right now. And I really wanted to jump into a bunch of them. One that I'm going to give credit to, but I'm not going to jump into, I really thought I was going to, is the Street Machine group build's mine, dummy. The Pro Street group build, sponsored and held by, however you want to say it, Dylan at NYS Modeling. I really wanted to get into that build. I really did, to the point where I had a kit picked out. And that kit was this one. I was going to do this kit. But then another group build popped up, and I really wanted to get into. And I had to start thinking, I've got to build something for the show, too. So the Classic Plastic Show has a club challenge. And that club challenge, like I've said, is the Lamborghini Club Challenge. So this is the Lamborghini that I've got to build for the show in October. And I need to get started on this if I want to do a decent job on it. So this is actually going to hit the bench pretty soon. As in, like, this weekend, honestly. So between that build, finishing the Street Machine group build, and this other group build that popped up that I felt I really wanted to get into, it's time to, not to mention the other group builds that are going on right now. There's a really cool customs group build sponsored by Hey Auto. Man, I wanted to get into that because I have some customs here. There's a Rust Bucket group build sponsored by Mars. I really want to get into that. There's just so many. But when it comes down to it, I can't do all of these group builds, right? I mean, who can? So I had to pick and choose. And I picked a group build that means a little bit to me. So that would be the Old Tom Rambler 69 Appreciation Group Build. This guy right here. Reason why I picked this group build over the others that I could have jumped into is this is for a member of the community, and a damn good member of the community. This is maybe the second or third shop card I ever got, and he was in that first batch of subscribers that subscribed to my channel, within the first 50, I would say, that helped me boost my channel. And he's had nothing but kind words to say. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Tom at JaxCon, and what a nice guy. What a nice guy. I got to see his builds in person, listen to him talk about those. Just a true pillar of the community. And if I had to, not that I could, but if I had to name the top 5 pillars of this model building community, he would be in that top 5. No doubt. So I wanted to get in on that appreciation group build. Also, I have a year to do it, which means I can do these other things and get those done, and then jump onto his. So, what am I doing for the Rambler 69 Appreciation Group build? Well, I'm going to do this. Old Tom likes his hot rods, likes his drag cars, likes his race cars. So, what better kit than the 32 Ford Roadster, this one. What direction am I going to go? I actually have no idea, to be 100% honest with you. I don't know. I've built a 29 drag car. I've built a 29 Pro Street-ish style. I've built a 29 traditional rod. I've built a couple of 32s. You can see them. They're right there. I've built the Chop 32. They're right there. So I don't know what I'm going to do for this one. But this is my throwing my hat into the ring and announcing what I'm going to build for the Rambler 69 Appreciation Group build. So look for more videos on that in the future. Almost immediately, look for more videos coming up of this very soon. One more thing I want to talk about, and it's a group build. And yes, I'm going to jump into it. Why? After going through that whole spiel about having to pick and choose what I'm going to do for a group, which group builds I'm going to do, and why. So, the 48-hour group build is coming up the end of this month. It's actually July 28th at 8 p.m. it starts. 48 hours. So, I have a kit picked out for that. That's going to be a nice kind of get away from everything else, box stock group build. And I've never done a 48-hour build before, so I wanted to jump into that. So look for on the 28th at 8 o'clock, I'm going to drop my video showing you guys what kit it is. And then that weekend, I will do at least 2 or 3 update videos and a final video on Sunday. So look for that. So that's it for now. Instead of, chewing your ear off, I got to get to work on something. So I'm going to do that. And hopefully hit you this weekend with an update on something that I'm working on. So, as always, thank you for watching. Thanks for, oh geez, I forgot too that I've got to build a very special build that I'm going to do for Mark at Hobby Nut Models coming up within the next week. I'm thinking within the next week or two. I'm going to do a full video on that too. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on, but that's okay. I do it because I love it. And what else can you say? So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. As always, go check out Mark at Hobby Nut Models. Go check out Old Tom. Jump into his group build. Show him some appreciation. Build something. And look into that 48-hour group build. That's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy that a lot. So, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.